This is the world-famous Mr. Q Masters. Two former champions their mark on an event and a venue they absolutely love. Welcome to here at the one and only Alexandra Palace. Please welcome the three-time champion who won on his debut 16 years ago. This is his 11th Masters quarterfinal, winner of 22 ranking crowns so far. Brilliant to see him loving his sport once again. Here comes the jester from Leicester, Mark Selby. Night, and what an opponent. Back in the quarters for a ninth time after beating one of the all-time greats, John Higgins, in a decider. Winner of 2 titles already this season, and of course, champion here in 18. The pride of Northern Ireland, Mark the Pistol Allen.
What an incredible reception from this crowd once again. Here we go for the remaining place in this year's semi-final. It's Mark Allen against Mark Selby, and it's time to take you to your commentators for this one, Steve Davis and John Virgo.
Thank you, Seema.
Would you call it heads or tails?
Good evening, everybody.
It's heads.
Great atmosphere, as
It's
per
your
usual.
choice to break.
And
Mark Allen to
great
break.
matchup, this. The two Marks.
It's you to break.
But who will come out on top and get that place in the semi-final tomorrow? Well, it's a hard one to call, and it's a pleasure to have 6 times champion of the world, Steve Davis, alongside me.
Thank you. The
Good
first
evening,
frame,
Steve.
Mark Allen to
John.
break.
Yeah, it is a tough one to call. Obviously, different paths to get here. One had an easy match. Mark Allen just got over the line against John Higgins. Mark Selby 6-1 against Robert Milkins, although, to be fair, Robert was a bit subpar.
An attempted pot, much too full. That was a loose one from Mark Selby.
Yeah, if you're going to miss that, you'd rather miss it thin. Cuba would get down the table, but stayed in the top half.
Six. 7. 12. 13.
Did well there. He was a little bit out of position on that red. Now an excellent chance to really go into the pack, pull the cue ball back for that red next to the black. Could have worked out better, but he's got a couple
20.
of reds, I think, into the centre pockets. Maybe can get past to that red to the left of the black. I think he'll leave it alone though.
Finish on a nice red there. Not much to do with the cue ball. Play for the pink in the same pocket. Red's nicely spread. Good chance, just what you're looking for early on.
$27. 28.
I always think with Mark Allen's short bridge and short pullback that he can get into stroke very quickly in a match.
Wow, would you believe
Mark
it?
Allen, 28.
Usually caused that by a slight deceleration going through with the cue. That's usually why you hit it too thin. Great chance, what a mistake.
1.
So Mark Selby, unexpected opportunity. Trusted a little bit to luck
8.
going into them like that. It's not turned out too good. Possible pot, but nothing easy.
Mark Selby, 8.
He's got to be a bit careful with this safety shot. He doesn't push a red over the right corner.
Good line, decent length with that safety. If you can't get past the browns to the reds in the all round about the pink spot area. I can't see a return to balk, so that's why he's coming down this end of the table, looking to leave the no, and you can't get past the brown. So he's looking to leave this cue ball near the top cushion. He may still leave a red on though. He's got to be careful. Not completely safe.
Mark's just having a look at 2 reds, maybe lined up for a plant into the right centre. Definitely can be made. He'd have to hit it fractionally on the left hand side. We'll just push the red into the middle of the pocket. He wasn't that adventurous with the positional side of the shot though, was he? So it wasn't guaranteed in his mind.
Just playing that
Mark,
extra
on
little
one.
bit of pace. More pace, the more accurate you have to be.
I think he could have played better position off that plant. It was more or less guaranteed.
One.
Yeah, as I say, a little bit of pace, but yeah, I agree with you. Off the plant, he could have left the cue ball short of the baulk line, but it turned out he had a decent angle on the yellow, didn't have to do much. So this is another, you could say, unexpected chance. Falls Mark Selby's way.
Eight.
See the difference in styles there of that shot. That was a very soft shot that Mark Selby played, but he still brought the cue back a good 6 inches, if not more.
$11.
Still not got this cue ball in perfect position, although this red goes. Oh, this is a bonus. But straight away he's not played the best shot there on the black. He can pot it, but he needed to be straighter.
So far, one player messing up pots,
90.
the other player messing up position.
This red immediately above the black will cut to the corner pocket. Yeah, good pot, but still not ideal on the colour. You think blue may be the choice here, but the only problem is the blue, it's a tough shot. It's the best colour to play to get position on the red. But the fact it is a bit difficult. There's pressure there. Played it well, right in the heart of the pocket. That'll make him feel
25.
good. Now 4 points the lead.
He's going to need all the
20.
reds to get over the finishing line here. And a couple of tough ones.
$33.
Now he's probably just coming round to have a look to see if this red just below the pink is available. Looks as though it may well be. But as Steve just said, he needs the 3 reds.
$34.
Assume from that shot that it does go into the left corner. So he needs a nice angle
41.
off this black to try and break out that red.
Well, he couldn't pot it, so we assume when he played
Mark
the
Selby,
black, he was
41.
trying to cannon the red near the left-hand side cushion.
How strange. Well, with the black, he must have been trying to flick the red off the side cushion.
Yeah, good land for the safety. That's the one thing about Mark Selby. You need more than one good safety to trip him up. Well, if he's got the snooker on both reds, Mark Allen in a little spot of bother. Maybe he can just sneak past the pink. We're having to bend it. A little bit of side. The red just by the black, it looks as though it's onto the middle, but it's such an acute angle. Not playing the pot. A 20-point lead at the moment. Intent on protecting that. Yeah, we see a lot of those missed, aren't they? They're tricky little shots, particularly if you're playing with a tracer side.
One.
If the red doesn't go, or he doesn't like it, he obviously can play the roll up.
Mark Allen, one.
It's not in a great position to escape from for Mark Selby. He's got to keep it safe as well. Three cushions will be pushing the red out into open play. Can he play two cushions and try and graze across the face of it? That's what he's aiming to do. He's going to have to get a lot more side spin on that. It may not be on that shot.
Foul. Anonymous. Mark Allen, 4. 3 ball. Back.
Maybe he has to hit before the middle pocket with less side spin. Don't know. Looks like the ideal position would be where the middle pocket is on the left in order to play that shot easier.
Yeah, I think that first attempt was a sighter, really. Well, now he's deciding to go off the one cushion. I thought the blue might be in the way, but he doesn't think so now. Good hit. He'll be in trouble next time around, though. Easy snooker for Mark Allen to get that cue ball in behind the black. That was the problem with playing it slowly as he did.
That wasn't a great effort, really. He's given Mark Selby maybe a one cushion escape. He should have made that a lot more difficult. So one cushion escape off the side cushion. Probably have to put a bit of side spin on, but if you'd have got that red white ball tucked in right behind the black, it was at least two cushions. However, Mark's going a more sophisticated way here.
Foul. Anonymous. Mark Allen, 4.
Nice idea. If he plays the same shot again, he's got a good chance of getting it, I think.
it that thin, he hardly moved the red. And I don't think the red cuts to the middle. So I'll be pleased with that outcome.
I think it might cut, but it's so thin.
.11 points in front, but it's all about this red. I think the blue is still possible. So whoever gets this red wins this safety exchange. You fancy to go on to win this first frame?
Well, the safety shot from Mark Allen wasn't that great, and neither was this one. Mark Allen should be able to hit the bottom side of the red, send it up the table, keep the cue ball in the balk area. But a chance.
Yeah, the age-old story, and it's not hitting it. Can you get it safe? So if he pots this, gets on a colour, frame at his mercy. And goes the red. Where's the cue ball running? It's not going to stop short of the baulk line. He's on the green to the middle, but not, it appears, ideal. If he was straight on it, he could just roll it in, but the angle he has, if he just rolls it in, he'll cannon the brown, so bit to do with the cue ball. Wow, wonderful shot.
Four.
Yellow, green, brown at his mercy, and that will clinch this first frame.
Six. Nine.
Well, it's not been one visit snooker, but it's always important to get that first frame on the scoreboard. And that was a wonderful shot he played on the off the green to get on the yellow. Oh, and there's a pot and a half to finish it off. So Mark Selby gifted a few chances early on from Mark Allen, and in the end run out a comfortable winner of that frame, 1-0.
And something that Mark Selby will definitely have picked up on.
Well, it's early doors. It's only one frame to Selby. Let's see what happens in frame two.
Good length with the cue ball. Left a possible pot to the left corner. Don't there's a path around the back of the black to the balk end. Well, he's down playing it, so I assume he's taking the pot on.
If he's dead straight on the green, or anything remotely straight, he would be tempted to try and play for the red by the black spot, but just a little bit of an angle maybe that makes that the wrong choice. Screwed straight up the table, immediately on this red. He needed to get that one away from the black spot. It's not great to go into the pack off the blue with the pink being separated from the reds.
Four.
It's not a fantastic pack to go in from the black either, but that's what he's left with.
$11. $12.
Now, in a way, he may be hoping this pink doesn't go on its spot. No other spots, just nestle behind the cluster. Or in between the reds. She's not going to make it. Well, she thinks she can. She's got to be in a direct line with the blue, the black and the brown.
Yeah, this changes the equation. Now, all of a sudden, breaking open the pack with the blue is a lot easier.
Is that in line? Determine these referees, you know.
18.
To get it right. Yeah, and as Steve said,
19.
now he's got a clear run at the reds. That red just above the pink, full in the face. Well, if you're wanting it
24.
to work out as bad as it possibly could, take a picture of that.
Yeah, you hit them perfectly, controlled the cue ball. Nasty outcome. Really difficult, red into the left corner. So difficult, you can see he's eyeing up the safety. Fortunately for him, those two reds closest to the cue ball aren't a plant. That would have made things even worse.
Mark on 24.
Yeah, he'll be a little bit disappointed, but he did nothing wrong. Played the split on the reds perfectly. Just unlucky. Well, thought he could play the pot on that red, believe it or not, and if he hits it thin enough, he will find a path back to baulk. Hit it much too thick, and lucky not to leave anything easy. He needed a good cue ball to stop Mark Allen having a go at this red to the right corner. He's not got that good cue ball. A little bit of pressure on this. It's not just a straightforward pot and position on the colour. Bit of work to do.
Would have been hoping to have missed that red. Tough black now. Yeah, that was difficult.
Marker on 1.
So, does another black come to Mark Selby's rescue?
Too straight on the blue. That's why he's considering the black.
Six. Seven. Yeah.
Might be tempted to try and go into those reds, but I'm not too sure that's guaranteed. Could go nasty.
It was a strange choice, really. He decided to play the blue, but this black is trickier than it would have been if he'd have played it in blue a few shots ago. He's a big bounce. Well, he's just about on this red. Thin cut,
14.
but should be able, well, I'm saying he should be able to control the cue ball. One thing he's got to be wary of in potting this, he doesn't run into the black. He's down quick, so he doesn't think he will. And he was right. And that
50.
red adjacent to the left centre pocket makes it easy for position off the colour.
Two of those reds of the four in the cluster are achievable. Red into the left corner, maybe get on the pink if you were in the right position. Straight, knock the pink in, you're on the red into the right corner. You'd need to get perfectly on the first red though. But you should have a chance off the blue if he goes about it that way.
Well, that's certainly not 3
17.
times. But eventually it dropped. Yeah, Steve said, I don't think you have to play a cannon on these 4 reds. As you pot one, you release another one, and so on. So it's a good chance, this.
18.
Yeah, and actually that red closest to the pink pots as well. Pretty sure that's what Mark was looking at there.
$23. 24.
Judged that nicely. Just got a slight angle on the blue. Well, I say that. No, straight. Just needed another roll of the cue ball to be perfect. Still shouldn't really cause a problem, but he can't get as close to the next red as he would have liked.
$29.
Takes him 4 points into the lead. Assuming it's not going to be all blacks
30.
with these remaining reds, he's going to need them all.
Perfect
37.
cannon. He'd have liked to have pushed that red a bit closer to the corner pocket. It's now a tough one. Yeah, it's just got enough angle. Thought it was more straight than that. Still caused him a problem. Has he got away with it?
Mark Selby, 37.
I'm not quite certain what Mark Allen's looking at here. It's not a plant. Ooh, is he looking plant on in off the other end, Steve? Possibility?
Yeah, it's adventurous, but he's given it some thought, isn't he?
You'd have to play it with a lot of pace so that the second red would swing in off the... Well, he's playing it.
Fantastic shot. Taking the advice of Sean Murphy in the studio there. Being braver with that one. Bonus, the red going over the corner pocket. Although it is a bit tight.
Eight. Nine.
If that pink hadn't been there, maybe Mark Allen would have been tempted to try and shift the red. Perhaps glance across the face of it. Oh, another black goes begging. He's having a nightmare.
Mark Allen, 9.
And of course, the worst thing, he's missed the black. He's got position on the red, and he's brought the other red away from the cushion into play.
One. Six. Seven.
Okay, it's now time for us to leave you here on BBC Two, but I suggest you grab your remote control and switch over to BBC Four, where we'll continue the coverage of Mark Allen against Mark Selby in this quarter-final. We'll see you in a couple of moments.
11.
If he hasn't had chances, he's now
Mark
missed
Allen,
3
right.
absolute sitters of blacks. Well, 2. The other one was very difficult, but 2 sitters. He needs to cut that out or he hasn't got a chance.
Into the third frame, Mark Allen to break.
Yeah, it's pretty debilitating. Missing blacks off the spot. Really knocks your confidence. He hasn't got this safe off the break, so chance for Mark Selby to keep the pressure on here.
Missed that long pot by quite a way, really. Good target, that, isn't it? Green and brown. Try and find the baulk cushion behind those two. Well, it's too thick for that, but it's a good line, and the yellow will be very useful here. Good shot.
Well, he can get past the blue for this red, but he'd have to, is it ultra thin to avoid the corner pocket. So at first glance, it looks like a containing safety. White ball, as you can see, where he's telegraphed with his cue where he wants it.
Yep. Covered the right half of the table with that brown and green. Just wondering if there's a pot on here. I think this black's available. The red on the extreme left. Can he play that and run through? Just bounce off the top cushion of fraction? He can, you know. Tough shot, but it was half a chance.
Similar shot maybe, but a bit more risk involved maybe with this one.
Looking to see if there's a gap between the green and brown. I think there is a gap, but surely you can't find the edge of this red on the right hand side of the table. Oh, he thinks he can. No, he can't. He's just playing a containing safety. And all things considered, couldn't have played it any better.
It's not been easy for Mark Allen to put his opponent in real trouble, but there's the possibility of a chance for Mark Selby now if he could possibly get cube behind green and brown. Well, misjudged. And this is one that Mark Allen would dearly like to convert. He's got, I thought he had only had the longer reds. He's got the one closest to the pocket. Not easy to get on the black. Bit of a stretch.
I always think when you see players trying desperately to reach without going to the rest, that they're not as confident with the rest. I mean, someone like a Sean Murphy wouldn't have a problem when you just get the rest out, wouldn't he, and play it. But Mark, desperate not to use the rest in this situation. Wants his hand on the table so he can got the feel. He can get on the black, but it's delicate. Like to screw round the back of it, but just got into the cue ball a little bit too much.
Yeah, it wasn't a great shot. This is a tough black, and after missing 3 in the match so far, there'll be a bit of pressure on in his own mind, I'm sure. He's got got to commit to this.
Eight.
Yeah, there was a bit of pressure on that, and that was, well, twice as hard as the two he's missed.
9.
Now, as you said when he came to the table, Steve, he's got to convert this. Just to get a foothold. You never relax, as we always say, until you get your first frame on the scoreboard. And even now, he's at the table. Glorious chance. He'd be disappointed if he doesn't make the most of it.
16. 17. 24. 25. 32.
There's no reds on cushions, but it would be some 147.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Steve. This will be 5 reds, 5 blacks. Nicely on the red to get back to the black.
40.
And a new incentive.
41.
If you can make maximums in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown events, there's a bonus for £147,000.
$48. 49.
It's not going to be easy to keep on the black here. He's got to make sure he wins the frame. That's paramount.
A nice, easy run back to the balk end. So Mark Allen will be coming back to the table pretty quick.
So he's got to be disappointed. 19 points from his first opening chance.
Selby 19.
Good length with the safety. Yeah, no plants there. Just needs a good length with the cue ball. Playing that red into the black just meant there was no chance of him knocking any reds towards the corner. And he's got that good length with the cue ball.
Looks like the top cushion for Mark Selby here. No heroics. Mark Allen doesn't like the options of safety on the red by the blue, so he's playing, looks like a very strange containing shot here. Didn't want to gamble on knocking that red through the gap of the baulk colours and getting it back down the table.
Not touching.
I think sort of sacrificed the tactical advantage though.
Looks like an easy run to the baulk end. Just probably Mark Selby just looking where he wouldn't like to be, near the baulk cushion. But the fact he's coming this way, it's not as straightforward. Obviously the red going down the left hand side of the table, he's frightened of hitting the jaw of the middle pocket. Got to miss the baulk colour. Got to miss the baulk colour. And didn't. So it gives Mark Allen a chance of a pot. See no reason why not to take it on. The only red he could leave is the one he's playing. And if it goes in, gives him a good chance, a good scoring chance.
And should he wish, there is a little shot here where he could open the pack up and stand a red into the middle pocket. Chose not to play it.
Six.
I think I'd have liked them a bit open, more open, but he would have been trusting a little bit to luck. He's not come nicely on this red. Work to do. Should be able to get on the black. But I'd be pleased how he hit that.
Yeah, and now he's a chance of playing the cannon. Maybe he played for that red because it was occupying the black spot and thought he'd clear the black spot area.
He's got a red closest to the black spot that he could just drop on. play to open the reds up. I think that's the right thing to do. And now it's a match-winning chance.
14.
They've opened up beautifully. Choices of reds. Pot the one in the middle, screw back. Maybe run through. Little stun shot for this black in the same pocket.
15.
Hey, Steve.
22.
Great chance. But after what's gone before this evening, we, and I'm certain Mark Allen, will be taking nothing for granted.
$23.
Well, he lost position a bit, but it's not hard to get it back. It's pretty nervy out there.
Pink spot tied up, so pink has to go on the highest
29.
available, which was the brown spot. Shouldn't bother him. Black,
30.
nicely available into both corners. What a chance to book his place in the semi-final.
$37.
Wasn't great position. He's going to have to go out for the blue.
38.
He'd be pleased to see that go the correct side of the blue.
$43.
24 points to lead, so 3 reds, 3 blacks. That would get him to snooker's required.
44.
Well, just doing my arithmetics again. 3 reds, 3 blacks, and then just 1 red without a colour
51.
to secure the prize. Oh, well, would you believe it?
Wow! Where did that
Mark
come
Allen,
from?
51.
He was thinking so much about just opening those 3 reds apart, just to guarantee. He forgot to pot the ball. Amazing miss.
Well, it's a lifeline for Mark Selby. But this is anything but easy. This opening red. Good pot. Required. And got. And it's not a bad kiss on the green. The only downside, of course, is not the green close to the bottom cushion, which is not ideal if he's considering winning the frame and match at this visit. But at least he got the red to the middle. Chance to get right back in the frame.
It's quite thin to hold this for the reds into the left corner. Good shot. And he got past the blue. Brilliant positional shot. Brave as you like there. Brown doesn't really interfere things.
No, and if anything, it could help. You've got plenty of points to play with.
6.
Not so difficult to get back into this frame, but a lot more difficult to win it at this visit.
Yeah, when I was saying the brown being there could
Thank you.
help, it's another colour that you can play on off the red. But yeah, it certainly makes it twice as difficult now to get from green to brown the way they lie at the moment.
14.
But as I say, when Mark Allen was in the balls, set up perfectly, you'd just be glad to have this opportunity to keep in the match.
$21.
You can use the brown to try and break open the red. Not necessarily the right shot to try and move the red off the cushion. You could try and play behind it.
$22.
So does he screw this blue back? Can he get in close behind the red? That's what he's playing.
Well, very good. Not great. The only reason I say it's not
27.
great because in potting the red, he can't get the cue ball away from the cushion. So the colour's not going to be easy, but he's back in it. Just 5 points behind now.
Well, it wasn't easy,
Mark
but
Selby,
I
27.
expected him to get it. Well, he's back in the frame, and the green ball's going to have a lot to say about this. Tough opening red for Mark Allen here. I thought he may have had a chance to get it in. Obviously, it was going to hit the cushion, but it still could have gone in. Tough pot from the side cushion. This is anybody's, John, isn't it?
Yeah, it's down to the green, really, isn't it? I think the player who pots the green, you'd think would win the match, but that's a few shots away just yet. Well, Mark Allen's in a position where the only bit of the red he can hit, he's got a cannon into the green.
I think he's got a cannon into the green, just push the red to the side cushion, get the green out. Don't think he can hit enough of it, can he? Oh, he could miss the green.
Yeah.
That was handy. Thought he was more or less guaranteed, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Actually, he's got a really good line up there. Mark Selby, I don't think can go off one cushion, can he? With extreme left-hand side, unless he really swerved it. He's got to really swerve this. he's not going to be able to catch much of it. He doesn't like it. Don't like it either.
No, and the...
What else does he do, though?
Well, the 1 cushion, 2 cushion escape. The green's in the way.
Yeah. I mean, up and down off the black cushions, nightmare. I think he's got to do it. He's got to catch the swerve perfectly and try and get enough of the red to get it past the middle pockets.
Maybe there's a 1 cushion escape off
Yeah.
the baulk cushion.
Before the green with
Just
left-hand
before the
side,
green.
yeah.
Tons of left-hand side.
Try and get lucky playing across the face of the red.
Yep.
Does he play it controlled or hard?
Well, if you play it hard and you miss it, you're going to leave a free ball. Well, he managed to get off 2 cushions.
Unlucky, really.
Yep. It's not safe, but as we keep saying, key to this frame and match is the green ball.
Fantastic putt from Mark Allen. Well, ideally, you'd like to play
Thank
pink
you.
to get on the yellow, I suppose. But if you can get the right angle off the yellow to break open the green, it's probably the better choice. It's all about the angle.
And the angle that Steve's talking about, to pot the yellow and run through
3.
and knock the green towards the pocket the yellow's going in. As he landed perfect. If not, then for me, well, maybe you can pot the yellow and then play safe off the green. I don't see, he's looking at the green, and but if you play that green with any kind of pace to try and get position on the brown, it makes it so much more difficult. He obviously hasn't got the angle to run through and develop the green the way he's playing it.
It looks like it's pretty close. Severe topspin, maybe with side spin. Oh, he flicked it out beautifully. It's still difficult, but he's given himself a chance. The blue's a bit in the way. He's got to take that into consideration as well.
Yep. And he needs the blue as well. Just caught the edge of it. Developed it. In it goes. In it goes. He played for it in the corner. He'll have to settle for the
8.
middle. But this brown will put him 17 points in front. But there's still 18 remaining.
Oh, what a horrible brown this is to play in the centre pocket. It hasn't got a great deal to do with the cue ball. If he pots it, he's going to have a sniff at the blue. Great shot. Fantastic shot. Brave as you like. Just this blue. It's been a tough night. He's made a 147. Can he convert this blue?
In it goes. Turns round, looks at the crowd. He's won it now. What a match. He's had everything. But he's 22 points in front with just 13 remaining. Surely that's enough to get him over the line. It's been drama all the way. Pinks. Where's the pink ball going? In the pocket, that's where. And after a titanic struggle, neither player really at the best. Oh, do you sell that, Mark? Allen, who made a maximum and another ton. but he'll just be relieved to be in the semi-final. Great match, great theatre here at the Alexander Palace. Mark Allen beats Mark Selby by 6 frames to 5, and he's in the...
What a night. What a night. What a comeback. The maximum that had everything.
Yeah, I don't know where that maximum came from, because it was a really poor performance tonight, and I just hung in there, and I started to feel a little bit better at 4-3 and 4-all, but like Mark said yesterday in his interview, we should have just started at midnight and played 1 frame, because it was always going to go 5-all.
But what a testament to your tenacity that you dug in there and hung on against a man who's won 22 ranking titles and the Masters 3 times to your 1 so far.
Yeah, well, that's all you can ever do, is just hang in there. You never know how a match can change, and I was applying myself really well. I just couldn't find any rhythm, and as the match with Donna grew into it, but I would have been kicking myself if I'd lost after missing the easy red on 51. Completely took my eye off it, but any win against Mark's a good win, so I'll take that into tomorrow, but I'll need to play better.
And just back on the 147, what a moment. The whole place was electrified. That's got to be one of the standout moments of your career so far, in the context in which you've done it and the person in the other chair.
Yeah, absolutely. To do it here at the Masters, one of the Triple Crown events, it was very special. Wasn't the best cue ball in the world, but it made it more exciting for the crowd and a bit more nerve-wracking for me, but I'm glad I've finally done it for the fans.
On behalf of everyone here, it was a privilege to see that. And Mark Allen, we'll see you tomorrow night in the semis.